Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am coming to you for your Inspirational Vitamin, and I am going to be reading from a psalm today. But I also just wanted to talk about something that I read in my devotional today. Occasionally I go through, I have a 365-day devotional book that I read through sometimes. But today's Devo was actually on being in awe of God, but being familiar with God, and like the dangers of being so familiar with God that you sort of lose that sense of awe about who he is and the work that he's done in your life. So I'm going to read just a section from the Devo, and then I'll read the scripture that I think goes along with it really well. So it says, "But the blessing of blessings is to be familiar with the ways, the character, the presence, and the promises of God. That means that grace has bridged the separation between you and God and has drawn you into close communication with him. Awe of God was designed to be the principal motivation for everything that we'll ever do. But familiarity causes us to lose our awe of God. What once stunned us doesn't anymore. What once produced worship in our hearts doesn't anymore. And what caused us to say no to sin and yes to righteousness doesn't anymore." And it really made me think a lot about what areas of my life that I've just been so familiar with who God is, that the meaning behind his character and his presence and his love and his grace has just lost that sense of wonder. Or ways that I need to bring back that awe of God to help produce worship in my heart, or to help me say no to sin and temptation. And it's something I haven't really spent that much time thinking about before. And so I just really appreciated the Devo this morning that just led me to think about that in a way that I haven't before. Because of course I'm in awe of God, but in what ways have I lost that? So it just has given me a lot to think about. But the scripture I wanted to pair that with is Psalm 33, verses 6-9. And it says, "By the word of the Lord the heavens were made, and by the breath of his mouth all their starry host. He gathers the waters of the sea as a heap. He puts the deeps in storehouses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it came to be. He commanded, and it stood firm." I picked this because I just think it's incredible. It just talks about how God made the heavens and the starry host, how he made the waters of the earth, the oceans and lakes and rivers. And the simplicity of that last scripture that just says, God spoke and it came to be. He commanded it and it stood firm. And I want that to renew a sense of awe in all of us for who God is. And so I hope it does. I hope this is encouraging to you guys today. Thanks.